All right, guys, good morning. Just want to do a 1-year review on our 2019 Yamaha Wolverine X4 SE. We've had this thing about a year and 2 weeks, just a little over a year. And if you can't tell, this thing is pretty filthy. Me and a buddy, we went out riding yesterday, so we were a couple hours north of here, so we had some deep snowy conditions. We were in a foot, not deep, but 1.5 to 2 feet in some areas, and then other areas where the sun was coming through, we had some sloppy, muddy areas. So it was a pretty good ride. It was pretty fun. I just unloaded this thing from the trailer. I left it on the trailer last night because we got home fairly late. But let's see here. So after 1 year, I have, I don't know if you can see it, 112.5 hours. And yes, 943.9 miles. So coming up real quick on my next service. The service usually calls for what is it, every 150 hours or 1,500 miles. It's pretty much time. I don't like to go right to the end of my recommended service. You know, there's obviously nothing wrong with doing it early. So there you go, 112.5 hours and 943 miles in 1 year. So we got some good use out of it for sure. So the things I did, let's see, let's go over here because the light is a little better over here. Sun's just starting to come up. It's real early in the morning. So the things we did, I can honestly say the only thing that I did not like in stock form was actually the tires, because it came with Maxxis, whatever they're called, but when I heard that the front tires were only a 4-ply, I was like, I just wasn't feeling that. So right from the dealer, we ended up going with the MSA 14-inch rim, and then we did a 27 by 10 Moto Claw tires all the way around. So, and I apologize for how dirty this thing is, but just wanted to get this review recorded. So yeah, again, these are the MSA 14-inch wheel, and then the EFX Moto Claws, and these are 27 by 10. And to be honest with you, these so far, because I have one other buddy, no, actually my parents have this same rig, and then I have a buddy with an X4, so there's 3 X4s in our group. And all the tires, they both have stock tires and they seem to do really well. But so far I am very, very happy with these Moto Claws, and they're an 8-ply, which, you know, gives you a little bit of peace of mind. So they're wearing really good. Like I said, there's 112 hours on these. There's a little bit of pavement riding, mostly off-road, but in the summer, you know, we go on a lot of somewhat rocky, hard terrain. So I mean, they're holding up beautifully. And so with that, so like I said, right away we did the tires and rims. We did, let's see if you can see this here, the Boss, I think this is the 27-inch sound bar. Sounds plenty good for me. It's really loud. I mean, you can definitely, it doesn't matter how fast you're going or what the conditions are, you can hear this thing. So really happy with the speakers so far. I believe my wife bought this for me on Amazon. So this is the Boss 27-inch sound bar, and it sounds great. Definitely did the job. And then we have the factory windshield. This is just the Yamaha windshield, which if I had a chance to do it over again, I would definitely get the Super ATV flip up one. That's the one that my buddy has, and it's just a little higher end, and with him having that, he could have some brackets down here so his light bar was, you know, flush with his roof line, which I have seen some people notch out their windshield and still do that. So that's an option that I can always do, which I think I'm going to do, because I've gone through a lot of brush and branches and trees, and I haven't had a problem with that light bar up there yet, but I still just don't like it up there. I'm always worried about it. It's sturdy as a rock, but I just don't like it up there. So anyways, Yamaha windshield. I got this, I can't see, I got this rear view mirror from Rocky Mountain. I don't remember the brand, but so far so good. So yeah, we got the tires, rims, windshield, the sound bar. The one thing Super ATV I did get was the rear window, and that is a polycarbonate or whatever. I wanted to go with a hard rear window instead of like a mesh or a roll up. So bought that off Super ATV and pretty happy with that. Oh, I also got the that's the Yamaha rear brush guard, this unit right here. So, and so far, I mean, it is what it is. It was, if anything, it was an expensive place for me to stick my ORV trail stickers on, because here in Michigan, I mean, you have to have them visible on the back of the machine or you will get stopped by these guys over here. So, and my buddy, when he first got his, I think he put them on his tailgate or maybe on his, maybe on part of his tube for his cage, and they came off, you know, because it's a whatever kind of material that is. It's just not a good surface to stick to, so that's a good spot for your stickers anyways. And I think lastly but not least is this 52-inch Coco light bar. Pretty cool. It's really bright. It has a halo feature around here. I'm going to show you real quick. Let me get the remote control for it. Alright, I'm back. Got the remote. I kept the remote inside so the batteries didn't drain, but here's just the light. Obviously it's daytime, you can't tell, but that thing is brighter than all heck. And the cool thing is I got this little remote, and it does all sorts of flashing. I don't know if I get up here, there's a strip of LEDs all the way around. And they call it the halo something or another, but let me see if I can get that. There you go. So that's actually kind of cool because that matches the colors in my side-by-side. But you can do endless possibilities with colors, and you can flash them, make them jump, you can make them fade. Let me see. I don't like that one. There's so many things you can do. I like that one too. You know, usually if we're out in the trails during the day, I don't necessarily you know, have the white light on, but I do I do run these LEDs just because I feel like, you know, the more light going in the trail, the better, you know. The more things you give people to see, the more let me say that again, the more things oncoming traffic can see of you, the better. Because let's face it, these stock LEDs are nothing to write home about. But so yeah, and sometimes, you know, I'll have a brighter color going and I'll have it flashing, you know. So this oncoming traffic, you know, this makes you safer. So let me go ahead and shut this off. Let me see. Just with the white light on. Got it wired in here. And I'll turn off the ignition too. And I'll go ahead and put that remote back. So yeah, overall, me and my wife love this thing. We previously had the 2018 Yamaha YXZ and love that. We didn't have that thing long. Got in a good little wreck, which by the way wasn't our fault, but it got totaled. So we decided to pick up one of these the following year and been happy. You know, we wanted to be able to bring either a couple friends with us or the kids. Our kids are older, so they don't go with us a lot, but we still wanted that option. We love this thing. This thing will go through anything the YXZ would. It just won't get you there as fast, but it's plenty fast for the trails we ride. And we kind of named her Lucky, and then I kind of added Lucky Billy Goat because this thing is just, I mean, you put this thing in four-wheel drive and it's just a billy goat. It'll climb up anything you want to climb up. So, and then of course you got the Yamaha reliability. You know, for this segment, I think they're only pushing what is it, 69 or 70 horsepower. So, you know, the belts aren't an issue on this thing because they claim to have the best CVT on the market as far as reliability. So, and so far so good. So yeah, really happy with this machine. And I guess that's gonna be the end of my review. But if anybody's on the fence of grabbing one of these, I would say don't even hesitate. The reliability, and not just the reliability, but the capability of these things. In most cases, it'll far exceed your expectations of what one of these can do. You know, a lot of people think you got to have, you know, 200 horsepower Razor or, you know, a Can-Am or something, and those are sweet. I would have one of those too. But if you could only have one machine and you want to bring some people with and do just about everything that they can do except just not get there as fast, it'd be this machine. This thing is, I love it. So once again, that's my review. This is a 2019 Yamaha Wolverine X4 SE. All right. Yeah, give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna post a lot of videos this summer with this, and I do a lot of dirt biking, so it'll be a mix. But most of you guys that are in the off-road like a little bit of everything. If you're like me, you can't just have one thing, right? So, all right, let me know what you guys think in the comments. All right, peace.